Guys, welcome back to World Illuminator 11 on this Monday. I hope you had a lovely weekend and welcome if it is your first time checking out my channel. And if it is your first time checking out the channel, then please do hit the subscribe button. You are very welcome here. And if you are new to the channel, then a really warm welcome to you. Really glad to have you over on the channel. And also, I hope you all started 2022 feeling good and excited for what, this year is going to bring in. You can really feel the freshness in the air. I went for a walk yesterday and I just really felt it. There's this freshness in the air. I posted a little video about that as well. And just this feeling of this new energy, this serene and sort of calm energy that is there to help us to be in flow with the universe, to keep moving forward, progressing on our spiritual path, on our ascension, on our twin flame journey, on our own personal path, in our own growth as well, to move forward towards our mission, onto our purpose, and really to sort of stand in our power as well. So, all this newness that is coming in, this new energy that is coming in, is there to help us to keep progressing towards that life that we are truly here to live. The life of you doing your purpose and your mission of helping humanity and helping the rest of the planet as well. And, so there is all this newness that is coming in. It's about you being in that place of really living your life in this present moment. Of course, you've got the life that you truly desire, the dreams that you have, but you are living this life in this present moment. It's about being in that place of, savoring what is around you in your life right now, being in that place of being grateful for your life right now, living in this present moment, knowing that it is about the journey that you're on in this present moment. And obviously it's to get you to certain things that you desire, but you are living in this present moment. So it's about you enjoying this journey that you're on, learning from this journey that you're on, growing from this journey that you're on. And and that is what this new energy is helping you to do, to really sort of stand up and stand in your power as well, and continue to be in this place of joy and gratitude, and noticing all the blessings that you are being given on a day-to-day basis in your life. And so are you talking about all this newness as well? I've really been getting, or whilst I was on my festive break, I've been getting messages about starting a new series as well on the channel, and that's what I'm going to talk about in this video. And it's really a series that is about the divine feminine. And I know that part of my purpose or my mission for being here on earth is really to sort of, find my true self and stand in my power as a divine feminine, so that I can also be able to help other divine feminines to find their true authentic self, to stand in their power as well, so that I can also work with other divine feminines to help us all to really sort of rise and keep standing in our power and moving forward on our journey. And so the angels really made it clear that that's what this series is going to be about. It's about the divine feminine, about really working towards being your true authentic self. And that's what we are learning on this journey, because you have to be your true authentic self to really sort of be able to unleash the power that is within you. So I actually I was saying to the angels this morning, so what is this going to be called? What is going to be the title of this series? And I went in to have a shower and it came to me, and it is Unleash Your Authentic Divine Feminine Self. So that's the title of this series. It's called Unleash Your Authentic Divine Feminine Self, and it's really focused on the divine feminine. Obviously, this channel is for both the divine feminines and the divine masculines. And, that's why I do, even though I've sort of had a couple of Fridays off, doing like a divine masculine message and a weekly sort of divine masculine message, because there's more divine feminines who watch the channel. So, there are some divine masculines. So I do that weekly message for the divine masculines. But this series is about the divine feminine. And it's mainly because the divine feminine feminine is the one who leads the way, especially on the twin flame journey. The divine feminine is the one who's really rising. When I'm saying the one, I'm talking about the energy. The divine feminine energy is the energy that is really rising as we are going through our ascension right now. The age of Aquarius that we are in is really about that rise of the divine feminine with all the qualities of the divine feminine. And that is about those qualities coming up in the divine masculines as well, because they have the males, the men, and they also have that feminine energy within them. We all have masculine and feminine energy, but it is about the divine feminine rising, as in, all the qualities of the divine feminine, like intuition and, all those things that have sort of been repressed for a long time. They're all sort of coming up in the divine masculines as well. But, the divine feminine energy, or when it's a twin flame, sort of a couple, the one in the divine feminine energy is the one who goes through that awakening first. It's the one who really leads the way when it comes to the journey, because the divine feminine, or the one who has more of the feminine energy within them, so that's the divine feminine, is the one who is more open to awakening, who is more open to feelings and emotions, and, opening out, who's more open to their healing as well. So the divine feminine energy, or the one who's in divine feminine energy, is the one who leads the way when it comes to awakening for the twin flame journey. So that is why the angels have guided me to do this for the divine feminine, because even though as a divine feminine, because I know we're all in different parts of our own journey here on the channel, but we are all still growing. There's never a time as a divine feminine that you get to be like, oh, I've done it all, I've healed, I've done it all, I'm just waiting for my divine masculine. It is all a journey. We are continuing to keep growing, to keep digging deeper into ourselves, to keep healing ourselves, to keep moving forward on our path. So the angels are saying, as the one who leads the way as the divine feminine, this series is really there to sort of help you to really go deeper into unleashing your true authentic self, and for you to continue to keep moving forward on your path, to continue to keep moving forward as you lead the way on your twin flame journey, because you never stop that healing, you never stop that growing. And the more you are doing that, unleashing your authentic divine feminine self, the more you are helping your journey to keep moving forward as well, because you are growing, you are progressing. It also means your divine masculine is following in your footsteps. So this is really about helping you to continue to keep moving forward on your journey. And it is also about digging deeper into other parts of yourself that you may not have got deeper into, or things that you still sort of need to work on. That's what this series is going to be helping you to do. And the more you're becoming your true authentic self, really standing in your power as a divine feminine, the more you are moving forward towards being your true authentic self, your strong divine feminine and powerful divine feminine, who was there to do the things that you are really here to do. So that's what this series is going to be about, and I'm very excited about it. And and I got guided to 2 decks that I am going to be using in this series. The first one is the Oracle of the Mermaids, and this is a really beautiful deck that I have. And when you look at mermaids usually, or the pictures that are depicted of mermaids, we all always see this sort of beautiful half human, as usually female, but he can also be a man, and then sort of like half a fish or dolphin or whale, with like a tail. And these are like mythical creatures that are beautiful creatures. They always look really amazing, and usually as a kid you want to be a mermaid because they just look really amazing. And I got really guided to using this deck as well, because it is such a powerful deck, and it's really about opening us to our true authentic self. The divine feminine, as I said, has been repressed. The qualities of the divine feminine for a very long time. In the Piscean age that we came out of, for a long time, it was all about sort of repressing the divine feminine. But now, in this age of Aquarius, the divine feminine is rising, and it is about, being your true authentic self, coming out to being, the things that were repressed when you were a child, and the things you were not allowed to do. You were told to dress a certain way, be a certain person, do a certain job. This is all sort of falling away. That is what we are really sort of learning now, to really be our true authentic self, follow our heart's desires, do what our soul is guiding us to do, walk away from being in a comfort zone and really going for the things that you truly want to do. Being your true authentic self, even if other people may not understand it, but it is about you just unleashing your authenticity and really continuing to keep moving forward. And that's what this deck is going to help you to do, to dig deeper into yourself as well, in certain things that you may need to work on for yourself. And I just want to read a little part or here when it comes to mermaids that I think is really, really beautiful. And it says, mermaids are beings who show us how to love ourselves. Put most simply, this is because they love themselves without guilt, fear, or hesitation. They teach us how we can celebrate our sensuality. They revere their feminine and they glory in our fertility, our desires, our beauty, and our instinctuality. They ask us to sing our song again. So that's what the mermaids do, because they really love themselves without any guilt, without any fear or hesitation. That is what we are learning right now, to be our true authentic selves, to love ourselves for who we truly are. You love and accept yourself for the way that you look, the body that you have, and you look at yourself in the mirror and you feel that love for yourself. And I feel some fear coming in. That may be something that other people may be needing to work on. And I know I had to work on that, over the last couple of years, to really work on getting to that place of being able to look at myself in the mirror and stand in front of the mirror and tell myself that I love myself. And now it really just comes from deep within. And that is what we are learning. That is what these mermaids are there to teach us, to get to that point of loving ourselves without any guilt, without any fear, without hesitation. And that is what this deck is going to be teaching you to do, to really get into that place of loving yourself, to get into that place of celebrating your sensuality. And that is something as well that has always been sort of repressed, especially when it comes to things like religion. Over the years, that it had sort of held the feminines, for example, back from being able to express your sensuality, because that wasn't seen as the thing that a woman does, and all these things that were there to sort of put people down in a way. And we are coming out of all this. It's about you being able to celebrate your sensuality. And then it also goes on to say, and they glory in your fertility, your desires. It's okay for you to have desires as a divine feminine, whether they're sexual desires, whether, there are desires about your life, love, whatever those desires are, it is okay for you to have them. And what society had also done had always been, especially in certain countries or certain parts of the world as well, that women really be underneath the men in a way. And that's what the patriarchal society had always been about. And their desires, whether it's sexual desires or desires about the way they want to live their lives, had always been repressed, and do certain things that the men would say that women need to do, and all these things. But this is now about the rise of the divine feminine, being allowed to do the things, or for you to feel that you deserve to do the things that you want to do, and to really sort of feel good in expressing your desires, in expressing your fertility, your sensuality, and your beauty, and your intuition as well, because that's something that had been repressed. We are all not taught to use our intuition. In schools, it's all about using your logical mind, but your intuition is one of your strongest powers as a divine feminine for everyone as well, including divine masculines. So this is about helping you to get to that place of bringing all that out in yourself. So the mermaids ask us to sing our song again. So that's what we are learning. We are being asked to sing our song again. That's about you opening up to being your true authentic self, to just be able to do you and what you truly want to do, and to be yourself. And that's about you singing your song again, about the truth of who you really are. And then the other part that I also wanted to read, that I thought was really, really good, that I wanted to add on, is: with her independence and fleeting attachments, the mermaid shows us how to maintain who we are within intimate physical relationships. Her unabashed beauty and desire, her unabashed beauty and sexuality, and her unself-conscious allure shows us that we are desirable and powerful for simply being alive. So this is really beautiful. This is showing you that it's about having that independence as a divine feminine. And it's about, just really being in your power, and, and to maintain who you are within physical, intimate relationships. And that's one thing that has sort of happened over the years, because of the things that may have happened to you as a young child, where you were told that you had to do certain things, be a certain person. When you grow up, or you saw that happening with your parents, and people sort of get into a relationship and lose themselves within the relationship and forget who they truly are. They try and become this person that they think that their partner wants them to be. And that is what we are learning right now on this journey, on the twin flame journey. That's also what these mermaids are teaching you, to remember who you are, to remember your independence, and even in a relationship, to get to the place where you release codependence and you really get to being your true authentic self, to being independent. Even if you may be in a relationship with someone, you have your independence. So that's part of what you'll be learning as well in this. And then obviously to celebrate your beauty, your sexuality, and then to just know that you are desirable and powerful simply for being alive. So you are desirable to your divine masculine. You don't have to try to be like someone else. You don't have to feel that you're not enough. You need to know your worthiness and that you are enough. And even if there is other things going on, it's about you standing in your power, remembering your power, and really knowing that you are desirable and powerful simply for being alive. So that's what these mermaids are going to be showing us and teaching us all to really sort of get to that place of unleashing our true, authentic, divine, feminine self, and then really standing in our power. And the other deck that I'll be using as well, that I was guided to use, is the Divine Feminine Oracle deck. And as you can see, this is really that deck about standing in your power. Standing in your power as a divine feminine. This is like your aura shining. This is about shining your light as well. And, operating from a place of love. That's sort of like the heart, the light shining out, so this is about you shining your light, standing in your power as a divine feminine, and and really being there to be your true authentic self and really do the things that you are here to do. Being independent, but also really being that vulnerable and powerful divine feminine who is there to really be able to express who you truly are, and to do it without any sort of fear or guilt, or or feeling like you can't do certain things or be a certain way, but just to be your true authentic self and to really shine your light. So that's what we are going to be doing. And as I said, I will be starting the series tomorrow. This was just an introductory video. And so we'll be doing day 1, and I was really guided to start it tomorrow on the 4th, because the angels are going to be with us guiding this series as well, to help us all to really get to that place of unleashing our authentic divine feminine within. So looking forward to this series, and obviously it's going to go on for a bit of time. I will be hopefully doing it on a day-to-day basis, Monday to Friday, but obviously I've got a full-time job as well, and loads of other things like my blog. But we've got 45 cards in this deck, and I think 53 in this deck, and we'll be doing a card each or per day. So it's 2 cards for each series. So it's going to go on for some time. It may not be every single weekday. I'll see how I go, just depending on my timing, because I'll be doing other videos as well for the channel and my full-time job. So but I am excited, because I really feel that the angels are really sort of saying that as we are moving into 2022, we really need to really unleash our divine feminine self and really sort of stand in our power to be able to move forward towards our mission, towards the life that we truly desire and that is coming in for us, our new beginnings, and to really sort of just really stand in our power and our truth. So excited to seeing you on the channel for this series starting tomorrow. And so that's all I wanted to say about it. And I'll see you on the next video. Love, peace, positivity, and light.